Say live, so it's going. Well, I don't know what you're doing because I'm looking at it on my phone and on the game. So I just did it again. Hold on. Yeah, it's live now. So what? All right, hold on. I gotta go all the way back down. Wait a minute. But hey, ready, man. Won't go see. Oh, there it is. All right.
And today's starting pitcher, George Kirby. What do you look for here?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Here's the 0-2. That one missed.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at-bat.
In the air, left field, down the line, and that one is foul, so we'll try it again. Now that's smacked to right center. He's got it, and there's one down. Trevor Story comes up to the plate. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Kirby, in his 4th year, 28 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2019. Next pitch misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes. This one popped up, and it's just foul.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
In the air to left center. Barrosa turns to the right on the move. And there's 2 down.
Batting third, shortstop Corey Seager.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. Jump in front. It's 1-0. And with 2 down, the Red Sox. The early lead, Wilson Contreras. Up next for the Red Sox. Foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. And the slider just misses. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The wind, the kick, and the 1-2. Popped up. And it drops in. And Freddie Freeman with a chance to make an impact with 2 away. Outside. Ball 1. Slapped hard the other way, but foul. This one in the air center field. Barrosa in position, and that is that. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And getting the start for the Red Sox, Garrett Crochet. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
A power pitcher that is going to pitch aggressively with the fastball. His fastball velocity ranks near the top in the league. Will also throw the slider, but if you're a hitter, be ready for the fastball. You're going to see a few of them during your at-bat.
Geraldo Perdomo stands in now for the Diamondbacks. On the ground. Throw on to Freeman. 1 pitch and 1 out. Right through there for a strike. Crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. A solo shot. And we're level. It's 1-1. So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Ildemaro Vargas, the next to hit. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. 1 out, base is empty, and a run in here on opening day.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Got him. Out number 2. Line drive. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Back here at Chase Field. So
I had paused it. You talking to me?
Stepping in for Boston, Taylor Ward. Next offering is foul back. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. One gone now. That one clubbed out towards left center. That'll be extra bases. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
He was all over that one. Absolutely punished that pitch. Wasn't fooled in the slightest. 109 off the bat. I think that means you put a pretty good swing on it.
Now here is Cedar Rafaela. Throw on to Santana. And that is out number 2. Now batting Jaron Duran. Man at second. Sinker catches the zone at the knees. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and a miss. Out towards right center field. Carroll on his way over. And that is that. Back here in the desert, bottom half of inning number 2, Nolan Arenado stands in now for the Diamondbacks. First pitch swinging. Swing and a miss.
A lot of times you see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of him.
Here's the swing and a drive from Arenado. Deep to left. It bangs off the wall. And a good start to the inning. In the dirt. The 1-0. There's the strike. 95 of that one. The 1-1 is center field. Marosa drifts towards it. One down. On the ground to short. Perdomo whips it to first on the run. Here's Seeds to the plate now. He's already homered in this game. That's smashed towards center. He's there. He's got it. And that'll do it. Back here at Chase Field as we go to the last of the third. Stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Ball one, no strikes.
You have to be creative pitching against bad ball hitters. You got to add some velocity, subtract at times. Just avoiding the heart of the plate isn't always going to be enough. Guys like this can hurt you with pitches you wouldn't expect them to swing at.
And a 1-1. There's a swing and a drive. That one hops against the fence. Relay to second, but he's in there easily.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
Got it started a little too early. Strike one. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here on opening day. Puts a bunt down. The underhand flip, it's there. That's a great play. An outstanding hitter in Ketel Marte.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
Swings through that high fastball. In the air to left center. Durant under it. He's got it. Runner tags for third. Safe! And they took the lead. That one fouled off.
He didn't want to give up that run, but he did. Got the fly ball, sac fly out. Now it's time to attack these other guys. Get your team back in the dugout.
High fly ball out towards left center. Ward on the move to the alley. That is the third out of the inning. Back here in the desert, so here's Boston's cleanup hitter, Wilson Contreras. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And that's fouled off. The Diamondbacks leading by a run. Top half of inning number 4. Next pitch is outside. And the count is 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2. And there's a ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Got him swinging for the K. That K is his third of the game. So up next, Taylor Ward.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Swing and a miss and a slider.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. When you're doing that, you have a really good day out there in the mud.
And it's fouled away. 2 down, nobody on. What a stop. Fires to first, and very nicely done from the out. Ready to go, bottom 4. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Diamondbacks, Rutschman. And there's a foul ball. Here comes the 0-1. Turned on, but that's foul down the middle of the slot. And the 0-2. Got him swinging. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Just missed. That one almost got him. Swings and fouls one off. The 2-1. That one just misses. Line drive. Base hit. So a man aboard now with one away. Here's the center fielder, Jorge Barrosa. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Hit on the ground, 0-2. There's one. On to Freeman. Double play. Inning over. We go to the top of the 5th. And stepping in for Boston, Wilyer Abreu. And time is called for a mound visit now. Big moment in this game, so they'll talk it over. Hit in the air, left field. And a quick out, number 1. Foul ball there. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts. Jaron Duran up next for the Red Sox. Flied to right his first time. That's a little bit high. Swings through that. Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field. And they have their first hit since the 2nd inning.
I could watch pitchers like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center.
Runner takes off, pitch misses. Safe at second, and that was not close. Line drive, base hit. Headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. He'll score. It's 2-2.
Talking about base hits, didn't try to do too much with it. Just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with hitters trying to launch and hit home runs, but sometimes you got to shorten up just like that.
Strike 2. Swings and misses. Picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Back here at Chase Field, bottom of the inning, Carlos Santana stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
Right through there for a strike. Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there in the mound.
Swings through that one, out in front that time. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. there, ball one. That one cutting but missing down low. Rip, but it curls foul. Two down, nobody on. Check swing. He went. Now 2-2. Struck him out swinging. Back here in the desert, so stepping in for Boston, Corey Seager. Now time is called here. Pitching coach on his way out to the mound. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
One away. Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. Steven Oker gets the ball now.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Swung on, 1-2. That one carrying. Gone! That ball was crushed. A two-run Sox jump in front. It's 4-2. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Got him swinging. He chased the changeup. Now 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the right fielder, Wilyer Abreu. Fly ball down the line. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Next offering is fouled back. That misses the zone, and it's 1-2.
Excellent arm action on that two-strike changeup. Just missed. Man, he wanted that ball.
Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here on opening day. In the air, left field. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tart in the fastball.
Swing and a miss. Struck him at bottom of the 6th. Here's the Diamondbacks leadoff hitter, Geraldo Perdomo.
Gotta get back in it, baby.
You know, these D-backs, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
The 0-2. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Strikeout number 8.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here. And 8 extra base hits is a big number, and it's pretty clear the offense is just feeding off each other at this point. Confidence is contagious.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
Well, when those hitters count, sometimes you can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Got him swinging. And now Ildemaro Vargas, the switch hitter batting right. it over to first. And Arizona is set down 1-2-3. We go to the top of the seventh. So stepping in for Boston, Cedar Rafaela.
You know, these Red Sox, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
The 1-2. That's outside. Good job to fight that one off. The 2-2 now. Fights it off. We'll see another. In the air to left center. And there's one away. Base hit center field. So now back to the top of the order. Caught in a rundown now. Now they get it to first, and it's in time for the out. So, hey, whatever works, I guess. So digging in, Roman Anthony. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. 0-1. On the ground right side. And that one handled. Tosses to first. That ends the frame. Back here at Chase Field, set for the last half of the seventh. Rlhske57. Stands in now for the Diamond. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Justin Slate.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Sliced hard, but foul down the left side.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Here's the 0-2. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. One away. Big time out leading off the home seventh. Swings through that one for strike one. And a foul ball.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
And that one missing low. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Coming out of the bullpen and throwing beatings. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Jorge Barrosa. Swing and a miss, 98 on the gun. Comes up empty. That's strike two. Slate, 28 years old, and he was a third-round pick back in 2019. Sets him down looking, and he strikes out the side of the seventh. Back here in the desert, so stepping in for Boston, Trevor Story. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. That one drifts inside. Right through there for a strike. A little bit low.
He missed the zone, but I don't think he missed his spot. That was a good pitch with 2 strikes.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. One up, one down.
Up next for the Red Sox, shortstop Corey Seager.
Gets the slider in there for a strike. On the ground to the left. And foul ball. On the ground right side. It's through for a hit. And a man aboard.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Here comes Rlhske Contreras. Snaps it down to second. Man at first, one away. And a big swing and a miss. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Here is Freddie Freeman. He's already homered here in this one. Seager, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Inside. Ball 2. Gets a piece and stays alive. 2-2 on the way. And it's through for a hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Late with the swing there.
He normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Stays alive. The 1-2. No question about this one. It's out of here. A 3-run dinger. And they add on. It's 7-2. So 2 down. Next to hit, Wilyer Abreu. And first offering is fouled off. Line drive. That's a base hit into right field. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
The new pitcher in the game, Ryan Thompson.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Swings and misses. And the count 1-2. In the dirt. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. D-backs get 1 on the solo jack. It's 7-2. of the 8th. Leading off, number 41.
Now pitching for Boston, number 29, Johan Oviedo.
Swing and a miss. That's strike one. Swing and a miss at a slider. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost art for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield. Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for two.
Swings through that one. And this one squirts away from the catcher. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance. And ball four, two aboard. Here's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. 1 for 2. Swing and a miss, strike one. Right through there for a strike.
Two really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
The D-backs down 5, trying to battle back near the bottom half of the 8th inning.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
That's a ball.
Check swing went around. That's strike one. That's down and in. A slider missed.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
2 on, 1 out. And that drops in for a strike. Ground ball to the right side. And it goes just foul. Payoff pitch. And they're all loaded up.
Ball 4.
Up next for the Diamondbacks,
Ketel Marte up to the plate.
Ketel Marte.
First offering way inside, almost got him.
Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close.
All loaded up. Dangerous hitter at the plate.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
And now 2-2. That one is absolutely belted. That gets by him. 1 run across. Another comes in to score from first, and they cut the lead to 2.
Everything came together for him. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those.
And so the Red Sox go to the bullpen. Joan Duran.
Pretty big spot he's coming into, trying to strand that runner at second base. So he's going to need to make some quality pitches. He does have first open if he needs to use it.
Runner at second here, 1 gone.
This hitter's looking for a fastball, but I'm not sure he's going to get one. Pitcher doesn't have to challenge him. If he feels better about his off-speed secondary stuff, then stay with it.
The 2-1. And that is out of play. Tying run at the plate. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Next for the Diamondbacks.
Here's Adley Rutschman. 0 for 3 in this one. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. On the ground, right side. Freeman steps on the bag, and that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. Back here at Chase Field, so stepping in for Boston, Jarren Duran.
Ball inside. Hey!
And that one
That's
missing
in. Ball
inside a sharp slider. Outside low. Ball 3. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Up next for the Red Sox, the designated hitter, Roman Anthony.
Here goes the runner. Swing and a miss. Red Sox leading it by 2 here at the top of the 9th. Popped in the air, left field. And there's one down. Dangerous hitter at the plate in Trevor Story. 0 for 4, a couple of flyouts. He's also grounded out and struck out. That one hammered, but pulled foul. Man at second. Swing and a miss. 0-2. That's inside.
That's inside.
That's down and in.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Ground ball right side. It squirts through. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with 1 out. Runner on the move. Swing and a miss.
Don't be surprised, to ball on the ground to the corners, that they come home with the baseball instead of going to first base.
That one misses, and the count even 1-1. Ripped on a line to center. And makes the grab. Both runners tagging. Safe. And they add to their lead as the run scores from third.
Up next for
Here's
the Red
Contreras
Sox,
now.
Wilson Contreras.
Swings through that one. 0-1. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Barosa settles underneath it. And that'll do it. Back here in the desert, here's Nolan Arenado.
Diamondbacks, third base. Now pitching for Boston, number 44, Rlhske57.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. set down on strikes. First pitch swinging.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days, you would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen, so hard to play catch-up.
And that one is downstairs, and the count is 1-2. Now one missed. Swings through it for the K. And Arizona with just one out left. Two down, base is empty. Next is switch hitting first baseman Carlos Santana. Here's a 1-1. They're down to their final strike.
Clearly, he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
2 down, nobody on. That one not close. And that's ball 3. Got him. That's the ball game. Crochet with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel very good about that and get the ball for his trophy.
Man, it wasn't no good game. I chased too much damn shit during the game.
And this one ends the score 8-5.
Gave up that damn 3-run homer to Freeman.
Here at MLB The Show. Thanks for stopping by. I'm John.
Yeah, I was trying to get inside. He threw it on back on the outside of the damn plate. I didn't give it to you. The computer gave it to you, but I know what I gotta do next time. Damn it. And then I messed up, started chasing a lot of damn pitches. That won't happen the next 2 damn games. But good game though. What your schedule look like tomorrow? Okay. Okay, just hit the board. We can get in there. All right. Good game. All right.